Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Huntermun, and this is more of Returnal. I have died twice. I believe one was during the tutorial, however. I'm going to check my inventory. Okay, we've got a new map. The ship is right here next to me. Okay, we do have permanent upgrades. We have alt-fire mode on weapons, and we have access to translocators. We've got the house key. Got the house key, but we don't have... Okay, so artifacts don't get to stay with us. Artifacts are per run. Do we have sword? We do have sword. I didn't realize it was on my side. Alright. And so it begins again. Can I read that artifact in the top corner of the room? I can't get there from here. Alright, that requires a grapple beam, a grapple hook, something. Possibly a Zui move. You know, I'm just guessing at this point. Hello, what's this?
Discovered a strange device that is already active. It feels alive. I'm not receiving any information when scanning.
Excuse me? Shanos. This device you use in exchange for ether. You can set your progress meter. Light reaches the top, you will unlock the next item. Excuse me? Melee kills reduce alt-fire cooldown by 5 seconds. You want me to kill things with melee, but everything shoots me. And or swings on me. Well. Where is that? Oh, it's an art. So I start game with an artifact. Interesting.
The environment is changing.
Helios abandoned. Objectives updated. Defeat Frike is my objective. Okay, guys. We in this to win this. Actually, this location looks like the same opening room, doesn't it? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, I've got regular pistol. I have to remember I have regular pistol. I don't even think I have alt-fire. Oh yeah. Real Mega Buster! Side quest. We must get stronger. Possibly also a data log?
The living sentients out in the desert are not the only widespread life forms I've become familiar with.
There's a desert?
The parasites are everywhere. They strengthen and also weaken me. Yet knowing that, I find myself compelled to attach them to my body.
Okay. Container locked. Okay, can't do that yet. Boom, baby. Whoa. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Wait, is that water? No, it doesn't look like water. Water bad, Kai. Pick up the key. Another grapple point. Oh, hi, dude. Real Mega Buster. Frank West. That was his name. Frank West. Who does the Mega Man reference in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Okay, this room I believe is the same, but it's in a different place. Hold on, there's another one. Possibly Captain Soja, 1 second. Now I know that this stuff on the ground actually vanishes. Let me grab it. Oh, yeah. Two slots to max integrity. Nice. Oh, and then secret room. Okay, so secret room is not on map. Melee to break. Suffering damage when collecting items? That sounds exceptionally bad. Yeah, but I didn't get artifacts that frequently before, Captain Soja. Can't get to that stone. Okay, hold on. Do you think the previous side quest door has an artifact in the chest? Right, we're on the same page. You know, 5-second delay. I think this might be a parasite. Unknown artifact. Oblite stabilizer dropped Oblite's last 3 seconds longer. Okay. Oh, it hurt. Okay. It hurt me to pick up the artifact, but then it went away. Okay, well that's something. It did hurt me like 10% though, so that was not a small hurt. I mean, relatively speaking, it was a small hurt, but I'm at the start of the game again, so... I wonder if you can get permanent health upgrades. I gotta say, I'm liking this game. Wait, where's that health? Okay, so I don't have whatever lets me break, I'm gonna say crystals? Oh wait, no, I'm in the wrong place. Please tell me your max integrity. Repairs moderate damage to integrity. I don't need it, and I can come back for it. Where's the nearest teleporter? Actually, there isn't really a nearby teleporter. But I'm thinking in future runs, I'm gonna want to not pick up health upgrade, health when I see it, because I'll want it for the future. Radio signal and symbol.
Scout log. Atropos. This is my 10th return. There are 4-meter-tall corpses littering centuries ago.
Hmm.
I can't tell if there was civil war, or genocide, or mass ritualistic suicide. Some of the bodies I find of myself have been wounded in a similar manner. I don't understand how that could be possible.
Right. Yeah, we've got some weird timey-wimey shit happening. Okay. Myriad eyes beholding longing. Emergency conditions. Rains like pitch. We must leave for the waste where our visions have promised. Refrain from wonder. Wonder how many cycles she had. Okay, here's my working theory. This is not finalized. This is just my working theory. Oh, what's this? Murmuring cocoon increases the positive effects of upcoming parasites. Noted. I'll come back for that. My working theory, Captain Soja, is some version of like you're this water doesn't hurt. Damn, I don't know how to word what I'm thinking. Each says, any luck on the Modern Warfare account problem? Possibly. I was gonna do it after stream tonight, Daniel. I was gonna try and unlink and relink because that's what it looks like might be the answer. Activision did tell me vague words that might indicate that things should be fine with my Activision account. As far as, like, unlinking and relinking. So, we're gonna try that. If that works, do you want to try and play it later to this? If you finish stream, I might be awake so I can assist. I don't know what you would assist with, but sure. Hello, giant eyeball? Oh, environmental hazard. Okay, more water. This is a different room than before, though. So, what I'm thinking, Captain Soja, is that we have a recursive loop, situation on the time travel. We're being brought back to it. Okay, hold on, I can get that. There we go. So, some version of herself has already done this before, but something happens when she figures out how to pass knowledge into other cycles, and then loses it, and that version of herself that loses the ability to retain the knowledge continues to come back. Now it says, also, yes, if fixed, I'm down to play tomorrow. Just need to pin down a 3-hour period. Alright, well, if you can pin down a 3-hour period, I'm listed as casual streaming tomorrow, meaning I don't have an exact schedule. So we would be free to make it up as we went along at that point. Side quest door. Door I cannot proceed across. Kind of contingent on would you think you'd be awake, to be honest. I will be awake in the early morning and the late night. That is my prediction. Otherwise, there's no way to tell. I'm reaching Fight Club levels of insomnia, and I have had really not enough sleep for almost a week. How late does early morning run exactly? Look, Daniel. Alright, I should, based on my previous sleeping situations, be falling asleep between 4 and 6 a.m. Insomnia has had me falling asleep between 8 and noon. Okay. So, let's say early morning is 8 and noon, and then late at night is 8 to midnight. There you go. Vague window of probably awake. Evening stream? Okay. I can do that. Well, this is a friendly room I've never been in before. Hold on, I got a question mark over to the side. Oh, cool. Teleport spot. That was not run. Wow, those wing me for a lot. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed fire. Slightly better gun with homing missiles. How does 7:30 to 10:30 sound? I mean, sure. You'll probably be awake in the morning when I know whether Modern Warfare worked or not, and then we can post the quote-unquote time at that point. I did not mean to nick myself on that laser. That is super unfortunate. Another suit signal detected. Homing missiles are good. I like homing missiles. Melee! Oh, I definitely could have meleeed the gun. Okay, guys, let's get out of here. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be picking up materials. So it means I gotta get into combat. Oh, you're stunned. Moderate repair. I think it just means moderate oh, I didn't do any homing missiles. Whoops. Question mark over there. I think it just means I get some alt fire back quicker if I have recently used alt fire. I don't think it means permanently 5 seconds. Shot in the back. I have activated boss fight. Let's rock. Mini boss fight, to be clear. Whoop, whiff. Damn, I got nailed with that. That is unfortunate. Instantly resets cooldown fire. Alright, so if I need to do 2 shots in a row. Glad I didn't have the malignancy on, or otherwise that would have hurt. Okay, once again need grapple to get to that health. What circle? Gateway. Let's. Alright, so that's Crimson Gateway. Long range teleporter, which I do not have Crimson Key for, so now I found that earlier. Huh. Feel like I'm getting funneled to that boss fight a little bit quicker. By the way, that's totally a creepy Ratchet and Clank style hook beam, isn't it? Like, lasso thing. I'm getting unnecessarily hit. I know that at this point, most of the stuff in the game that has attacked me, I can, like, dodge pretty easily. Is that a golden sealed door? Alright, we got a power bomb door up here. Parasite? Wait, Parasite. Hold on. Do I have enough? I don't think I have enough energy to... I'm going to leave that Parasite. I'm going to leave that Parasite and I'll come back for it. I walked right back into that. I am having a terrible run. I might be at the length I can do something like this. I think that was just Shadow, but... Okay, I think I have enough to pick up the one doodad, but I don't remember. Oh, environmental destruction. Didn't know that. What was the purple thing? Purple thing was a parasite, Captain Soja. So I'm gonna go pick up that, I'm gonna go back and pick up that one item that makes it so that parasites are more beneficial, and then I'm gonna come back here and pick up that parasite. That's my plan. That's my plan. Is that another parasite? No, that's a corrupted doors thing. Oh, 1.5% faster. But at least that happened earlier in the run this time. Okay. So, I want to go from where I am to there. And the teleporter is very, very behind me. But we're going to make a run of it. I didn't get the box because I was thinking it was the item I picked up, but let's see if we can see where the box is. Maybe it's above? Oh, I think there's a passageway over here. Jumping puzzle. Oh no. Okay, I got a moment for that to clean up. That hurt. Curses! I do like the carbine, but it's lower level. Oh, because I don't have enough. Oh, but Captain Soja, maybe I shouldn't be opening those boxes until I get weapon proficiency. Because that would mean that there'll be higher level weapon proficiency. That's another thing I need to be doing on these runs, I just realized. Like, see how in the very bottom left corner of the map, or left corner of the screen, I should say, how I'm, like, just shy of 1? I opened up that crate and it was a 0 carbine. It might have been a 1 carbine if I had just killed a few more things and come back for the crate. There's some give and take in this, and I like it. Alright, Parasite, coming back for you. I believe I want to go this away. I do not want to run through the middle. I don't have another place to teleport to. I'm trying to figure out where this health is. Yeah, that health is in the water. And water is currently deadly to me. Like, whoa. I don't remember that statue having glowing eyes before. I think that's the first thing I've randomly decided to destroy in the game. Am I going the right way? Yes, I need to go straight ahead. Should have enough. I need... Oh, wow. I did need 250. Murmuring Cocoon. An artifact of unknown origin with a droplet-shaped shell. Bursting with soft tissue, extruding from the cavities, removed scales, removed lids. It makes a constant whispering feeling, a chittering sensation behind the eyes. The sensation reacts to breach detected, making the tricking saliva ever sweeter. Corrupted data, a delicious ambrosia, a heightened fall into the pit of sky. Duplication error, need further analysis. Oh, do I have some completed analysis on anything? Yes. Weapon charger. Embedded object embeds itself into unknown area. Disengaging it is impossible without complete system shutdown. Okay. Okay. Disengaging it, not advisable. Got it. Okay, now I'm gonna go grab that parasite and we're gonna move forward. I think I jumped in a hole. Alright, no more running through areas for Hunterman. I'm getting a little... Wait, why am I getting hot? Shouldn't the air conditioning be on? I'm sweating! What the hell? Air conditioning must have died. I just realized I felt it a little melty. And I was like, wait a second. Something is wrong. This is not the normal room configuration. I want to go over here. I say normal like I know what normal is. No hidden symbols that I can learn from on you guys? Nope. That's the big crimson door. Big crimson gate. Alright, parasite. Fabrication cost reduced by 15%. Alt fire increased by 5%. Lethargic silver scale. It's on my leg. Unique room setup. Getting myself unnecessarily damaged is kind of a problem, though. Oh. Just in time for a fabricator that I already spent all my energy on trying to get better parasites. However... Max integrity by 25%. So, I guess maybe... Does it mean my base max integrity? Or does it mean... 25% of what my max integrity is when I do that? Blade Enhancer enables more powerful melee attack and breaks yellow barriers. Oh. Okay. I don't even know how to get to the yellow barrier, but that's good to know. This looks like a creepy room to get jumped in. What's opening? Octopus upstairs. Okay. Moving on. Hello, buddies. Oh, it's the house? Yeah, I feel like the rooms are coming a little closer together, like it's escorting me quicker to the end of the game.
Someone else is here. An astronaut, but that's impossible. Is it guiding me or following? It reminds me of the old photos my mother showed me. The type of suit she would have worn if not for the accident. But something from the Apollo era couldn't withstand this atmosphere.
Huh. Can we go... Can we go back in here? I still have the keys. Inaccessible. It doesn't say locked, it says inaccessible. But I didn't go through the left door at the top of the stairs. So it made me think there was more that I could do. Alright, well. I don't really have the, gear to deal with the one guy right now. Oh no, it's this thing. Miss. Ow. My most of things. Ah! Hi, buddy. Take secondary fire and suck it. Ah! Massively inconvenient. I thought that killed him. Well, I have to do better. That was a bad run. Very much considered comparison to the first one.
I understand. I'm trapped. The broadcast signal. That's all that matters. Astra, Helios is gone. Celine heading out.
For anybody who's watching later on YouTube, I want to thank you for watching. this has been Returnal, presented by Improvision Entertainment. I actually almost said Astroneer because she just said Astra. I have been Huntermun. Words, I'm melty. Hold on, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, stand up, walk around, and we'll continue in just a moment. Alright, later.